All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. This is CSG. My name is RJ, Casual Hardcore Gamers, and this is the continuation of our Demon Souls PS3 playthrough here. And so I'm turning this brightness down a bit. Jeez, blowing my eyes out here. So last time, last time I streamed, which was on Sunday, um, we got through 3-1, beat that boss, no big deal. Went through 3-2, and Tower of Latria, whatever you want to call this specific level, I don't even know. But we got to most of the level, died a couple times, a little rough, but we got to the boss, the Maneater. It was quite a problem for me. I kept dying a few times. It was like I was getting frustrated. It was getting towards the end of the stream anyway, so I decided to just cut it early. Um, just cut it early, and I just went to grind a little bit, mainly so that I could buy some full moon grass because I had like 2 left, and I didn't want to use them like constantly and run out of them. So I grinded a bit just so I can get the currency to buy some of the full moon grass, so I could heal myself during the fight. And then I did a little research looking up how to beat the boss here. I beat it on my personal playthrough, but I did the glitch, the souls, like the infinite item glitch, so I was way overpowered, so I beat him real easy. But I'm not doing that on this playthrough. I'm playing it legit, so I was having problems. So it turns out that this boss is very, very weak. Well, I would say very, very, but he's pretty weak to magic in general, but specifically fire. And I'm doing magician build, so I start off with the flame toss spell right from the get-go. So I have that, and also it was recommended that you get the protection spell because most of his attacks are physical, and especially if you get the tail cut off, almost all his attacks will be physical. And having the protection spell reduces the damage by quite a lot. So I went and grinded just so I can buy that too. So I have the protection spell, I have my flame spell, I have the soul arrow spell, so I have pretty much all the magic that I need for this boss. Um, and then I also got like a good amount of full moon grass, so I got some good healing items. Um, so I'm pretty much as prepared as I can be. Only thing I could possibly do at this point is just grind some more just to level up more. But honestly, that would take forever, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, I do also know that it is sometimes recommended to use the Thief's Ring because you can sometimes kind of mess with the AI's perception of you, or Death's perception more or less, and he could sometimes lock out of you, or you could run far away and he'll like just lose sight of you, and you can sometimes get some free shots in. I'm gonna try to do it without it first, see how that works, and then if it doesn't, then I'll try the Thief's Ring method and see if that works. But otherwise, yeah, we're just gonna go in. Gonna need protection real quick. Start off. And then see how we do here. And I do have the Ring of Magical Sharpness. Shit, I dodged the wrong way. Okay, cool. So I did get his oh fuck. That's no good. Okay. Oh. Oh, damn it. Fucking died off the ledge. Okay. Well, obviously, as you guys saw, that actually did very, very well. So I will definitely be doing that again. I just have to be cognizant of the ledge. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously, everyone also knows like the real boss of this level is the ledge, and that's honestly what makes this boss so bullshit. Is just like why. Now I know I can go up to the like the flaming brazier and kind of do chill over there. However, I tried that before, and I find it kind of tough to target on him reliably. So I'm just gonna run my luck and just try to stay on the bridge, the main bridge part. Um, Otherwise, though, that was actually pretty dang good. I mean, I got that boss down before the second one came, or I almost did. That is, for the second one came. So, quite happy with those results. Um, I think it's just a matter of, like I said, just not dying off the bridge. So, that's great. That's great. Yeah, so I'm happy I looked up the stuff. I mean, the one bad thing about using that item glitch and kind of just doing a huge cheese on the whole game is that you don't ever need to look up any real strategies for the game. So you'll never know if you ever wanted to play it legit unless you look it up. So I guess that's the one downside of doing it the way I did it on my main account. But it's all right. We're learning as we go, which is how Souls games are supposed to be, right? Supposed to learn as you go. It's kind of almost like an initiation into the whole genre. Come on, lock on. There we go. Okay. The video that I watched that kind of that was like talking about how to cheese that boss or this boss was kind of talking. I mean, he was also using some flame toss spell as well, or soul arrow, whatever. And man, that dude was doing mega damage. But I think he said his people were asking like, "How are you doing so much freaking damage?" He was doing like 300 a pop, like taking out like a good fifth of the dude's health in like one spell. And he was like, "Oh yeah, my magic's at like 40." And you're like, "Oh, okay, well no shit." Makes sense. Okay. Protection. Get in there. Get the souls back. Oh wow, this thing can actually run that far. Oh shit. No. Ah, fucking dodged it. What I'm trying to do is fucking take off his tail. Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, I was stuck. I got stuck. I got hella stuck there. Well, then again, I didn't. I wanted to just dodge, but I guess I panicked and I tried to attack instead. Oh well. Also, I didn't. I was when I was. I mean, most of the videos you look up now on Demon Souls are obviously all going to be on the remake. But I saw a dude dual wielding a sword, and I didn't even know there were dual wielding items or weapons in this game at all. Um, Maybe you had to just have two of the same weapon, and that's how. But yeah, I didn't even know you could dual wield, so that was news to me. But I will say, even though, despite me not having taken off that dude, Maneater's tail, um, I was still doing good damage. Like I got him down. More than half his health was gone. So another good one, another good outing. So I think the best part is using the protection spell. Man, that thing comes in handy. I didn't realize. I looked it up. It reduces damage by what was it 75% or something crazy like that. Or maybe if you get the better version of protection, which I forget what it's called, but you can get a better version of it. I think maybe from Sage Freak. I think that one can reduce damage up to 75% or something crazy like that for like 40 seconds or 50 seconds, which is kind of nutty, honestly. And boop. At least fighting these guys gives me almost a thousand souls pop, like a pop, which is good. Like close to it. So I mean, hey, there is that consolation, and it's pretty easy to take him out. So not that mad about it. But the best part is just being able to know that I'm doing so much better than I did the last time I fought this guy, because I mean it's just having that progress, that visible progress, to know that you are doing a little bit better, that's like the best thing. Just everyone likes to make progress with really anything they do in life, so it's really good to be able to see that. Whoa, that thing has some range. There we go. Got it off. Oh, come on. You can't lock on from there? You serious? Really? You missed? Oh my gosh. All these fucking misses, bro. Sad. Where are you at? There you are. Okay, second one's coming. But this guy's almost out. Almost. Oh! I need to get out of there. Whew. Protection. Okay. I hope. Okay, good. Okay, we got one down. One's out. Where's the other one at? Where are you at? There you are. Oh, really? Oh, come on. I need to get that tail. Ho ho. Woo! Oh, shit. Oh, what? That tail's gotta go. Oh, what? Damn it. You know what? I might end up just getting this guy without taking the tail off. Oh, you kidding me? Fucking, come on. Just one more hit. One more hit. Got him. Done, son. Whew. Oh, man. Fuck that guy, man. Oh, all right. That's finally fucking over. Whew. All right, gonna grab this weapon over here. Oh man, okay, I'm just glad to be done with that bullshit, man. Oh my gosh, that guy sucks. Which is so funny because I know the next boss, it's like the old monk or whatever, and he's like a fucking pushover. Like a total pushover, man. It's like it's ridiculous. Like you just have to dodge like his like he has like these little like arrow things that kind of show up around him. You basically just need to dodge those and you're good. Pretty much. So it's yeah, it's so funny how like you go from that boss, the Maneater, to like a pushover of a boss, which is I don't understand why that's the case, but it is. It's actually kind of surprising how easy some bosses are when you don't expect it to be. Like it's very strange. Some bosses are just downright fucking brutal. Some some are a lot easier than you thought they'd be. Like Tower Knight, Phalanx, uh, Old Monk, I'd argue. Um, you can actually cheese pretty well Maiden Istria's guard. I forget his name. Jellin? I don't remember. Um, you can cheese him pretty well too, as long as you just don't get hit by his sword or by his giant ass hammer. But otherwise, you're fine. Um, you can Adjudicator's kind of hard to cheese. It's hard to avoid his tongue, in my opinion. But it's a lot easier to cheese that first beast in the World 5 in 5-1. He's super easy to cheese though with magic. Um, but anyways, oh what up, Drew? The Drew Gamer, what up, my man? We just beat Maneater. I just beat him. I don't know if you just jumped in or not, but I just beat Maneater, and it took me like 3 tries. I had like done some research, got some of my moongrass, leveled up a bit. Um, got the protection spell, which definitely came in handy, and basically, yeah, worked them up. It took me like 3 tries, 3, 4 tries, and I got them. So we're gonna continue on to World 3-3 and fight the old monk, who, in my opinion, as I was saying, just saying, is a pushover in my opinion. And I say that now, but I'm probably gonna get wrecked by him. Um, but I don't know. He was just a lot easier than I thought he'd be. Okay, so I can only level up once with the amount of souls that I have. However, I believe I should probably... I need to increase my stamina eventually, but I'm going to do my MP first. Actually, you know what? No. Actually, yeah, wait. Yes? Yeah, I'll increase my MP now. And then I'll increase my stamina. I'm sorry, not my stamina I worry about. My equip burden is what I care about. I didn't mean to say stamina. Although that does increase too, but I'm not so worried about that. However, I am going to see what armor I can grab. Oh wait, I don't want to deposit, I need to take. Okay, definitely not those. And I have the assassin stuff. Old Ragged, no. Black Boots, that's the assassin. I'm trying to think here. Okay, these are already 5.8. So if I take that off, 19 and a half, I have 23. I can fuck with 3.5 increase. Okay, probably can't change those, but I could probably change the hat. Although, I don't really know. Okay, I'll just grab that. Let me grab the ragged robes. I'll grab both of those because my hands are already pretty high. I'll grab both of those as well. I'm just going to see if I can put some kind of better armor on one of my slots and not be over encumbered to roll. Yo, what up? What up, Fire? What up, Blazing Fire? What up, Parks, man? I don't know if you were here, but I just beat Maneater that we were fighting last time on the last one. I wrecked him up. No big deal. So that was fun. Let's see here. What will change? Okay, the only thing that goes up is my resistances. I don't really care about that with this boss. And it doesn't even go up that high, so no point using that. Whoops. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, this is something more. This is more like it. Magic defense is up. Regular defenses go up. And I get a lot of plague resistance, which is cool. And I'm still under... Okay, I'll think about that. Oh, this not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. Not changing gloves. Oh, but I could change. Okay. Pretty much everything goes up with those. All my defenses go up with that. It's only at 1 point. Okay. It's not by much, but hey, it's better than nothing. Okay, could I put on both this? I probably can't. Because this is pretty solid. I'll just put that on. And then see what happens with this. Am I over? I'm not. Oh-ho. And I will change that to... Because I think he uses magic, so I don't want to get fucked over with that. So I'm just going to have that on. Aha! I look ridiculous, but hey, whatever. Boop, boop, boop. I still don't know what a master's ring. I still don't know what. I still never looked into fucking the master's ring, like what is considered direct hit. and what's not. So I didn't look into that. I really didn't remember. I didn't remember to do that because that ring might be pretty cool to have it sometimes. I'm not sure. Okay. Let me grab a couple more moongrass. Like, let's just buy 3. And let's hope I don't need to use all of them for this boss. Because I don't think magic is a good... Because I think he uses magic. I don't know magic's going to be the best option to go with for the boss. I don't know why I'm staring at you. I need to go back to go back to this Archstone. Okay, so we're going to go into 3-3 and see what we can do with that. Hopefully he doesn't take too long. It's too bad there's not like this. Oh wait, no, I think there is. I was gonna say, it's too bad there's not like a ring that just raises your attack. But I think there is, but it also lowers your defense. I could be wrong though. Drew, do you remember? I don't know. Drew, let me know. Like, do you remember if there was a ring? Because you seem to remember some stuff from this game. Uh, was there a ring that did that? I can't remember. Can't remember at all. But yeah. Anywho, I will say, as long as you're in soul form throughout most of the game, it's kind of astonishing how much damage you can do sometimes to the bosses, like in a good way. Even like later on in the game, like so it's like weird. Like sometimes like you'll be like just coasting through the game, but then like you'll just hit a hard stop out of nowhere, and you're like, what the fuck? Oh, and I guess I was like trying to pay attention to like whatever lore this game's trying to build, and I was thinking like I think that dude like in the giant I don't know if it was a skeleton something. I think he's the one that was like in charge of that whole prison system, and then like I guess he manifested this being to fight on his behalf as like a last ditch effort to stop me, but I have no idea. Because like I know in the first level 3-1 it says something about like a woman was in charge of the prison, but like I don't know who that woman is. Unless it was the fool's idol who I killed. I don't know, man. Oh, you never finished it. Okay. Well, how far did you get? How far did you end up getting? Did you you still remember like some late game stuff because like we're about like after this world we'll probably be about halfway through the game. Honestly, as far as like all the bosses you come across, we're about halfway through. So, all right. So I know this is just like a little. You have to make your way up the stairs, and I know there's like some of these guys. There's a couple of those little magic dudes who actually I probably should put this ring back on so that I can fight those guys. And I'm gonna be hugging the corner around here because like I remember when I did this for the first time, I was getting smacked on the stairwell, like by those magician octopus heads or whatever. I don't know what their official name is, but they were just smacking me because I didn't know they were there at first. And I mean their magic is hella strong. So like I'm gonna be playing it safe. Okay, yeah, okay. And also they're all black phantom versions too, which does not make it easier. And I don't think my protection will do anything. Ah, fuck it, might as well just try. Okay. And I think there's at least 2, but there might be 3. I'm not sure. I don't remember if there was 3 or not, but I know that there's at least 2 of these guys. But at least they give some fat experience, and I just wasted a fucking healing item. Yay. There you are. There's the other one. All right. Ho ho, my lock on was right at the right time. Got him. All right. Oh, we're going to get ourselves a fucking crystal lizard too. Yeah. It's a moonlight stone. I'm about that life. Okay. Okay. I'll take off the ring now, just in case, because I don't know anything about this boss as far as like his ins and outs. So I'm just going to take that off. Put in the fragment ring instead. I'll try out magic at first just to see what happens. To see if any. I don't remember how much damage it does. We'll have to see. But I imagine I'm probably just going to mainly be doing melee on this guy, honestly. Okay, so you finished World 2-4, did most of 1, and did the first boss of 5. That's a very strange order to do the bosses in. I don't blame you though, because the first boss of World 5 is actually fucking pushover. It's because I'm gonna be cheesing that boss. I don't even care. I have no shame. Especially with me being a magician build. Yeah, I'm honestly just gonna be fucking spamming flame toss on that guy and cheesing it from up top. But they're called mind flayers. Maybe. Okay, I'll call them mind flayers. If anyone sees this, if anyone comes into the stream and hears me say mind flayers and thinks and I'm saying the wrong thing, just let me know, man. I don't know what they're called. I don't really know what any enemy is called in this game. So when I hear when I'm looking up stuff on the game and they're like, yeah, it drops from this from like a Scorpius King, and I'm like, what the fuck is a Scorpius King? Yeah. Okay, so to start off, I'll use protection just in case, because I don't know what this guy's about. And then flame toss, and then we'll see what happens. Oh shit. Okay, that did not. Okay, just as I predicted, it did not do much. But neither did my neither does my physical damage. Oh, this is gonna be fun. But I think I can backstab this guy, so I'll have to hope and rely on that. Hope I can get some back shots in, some backstabs, I should say. But this boss is just so freaking weird, man. It's like he's just a regular fucking guy. I mean, he's like pretty bulky, but like he's just a regular fucking dude. And he uses like such a close quarters combat item or weapon in the claws. Yeah, just so weird. Okay, so he has the arrows now. And honestly, it's really just those. It's like just those little spirit things that are really the only thing that makes this like anything a problem. It's just those. Just those. All right, so I realize it's going to be very hard to try and get a backstab on this guy. I think you can launch up to 5 of those spirit thingies at once. I think, or maybe it's just 4. I'm not sure. Yeah, but it's just like it's so. This guy, like I don't get it. This boss is just so weird, and like this is the end of the world, and it's like this is what you want to throw at me. Like the Maneater would have been a much better boss. Like it takes place on top of like a big old tower. Oh, what's that? What does he have in his hand? What was that he had? I don't like that. Do not like that. I don't want none of that. Whatever that was going to be. Yeah, what is in his hand? What's in his hand? Oh, is that an insanity catalyst? Is that what that is? Uh-oh. Ah, well, we'll never know because he's dead. Because he sucks. Because he's a pushover. Like, I was doing, like, no damage to this fool. And I still took him out. And they give me a silver trophy for that guy. And, like, 24,000 souls. Like, this dude is nothing. This dude is fucking nothing. Like, why? Sometimes, and this is not the only game by any means to do this, but like it's just so games that are very boss intensive. Not just Souls. There's plenty of games that that are all about the bosses or whatever, or they're a major highlight of the game. And like it's just so like the pacing of the bosses are just so out of whack sometimes. I don't understand like, and also like with Tower Knight too like. For something so like he's like probably one of the most well-known bosses in this series. Like I knew of Tower Knight before, like, and I never played any Souls game, but I knew Tower Knight. Um, like that's how much of a status that boss has had. I was very surprised to find out he's the second boss in the game. Like what? So much hype for the second boss. It reminds me of fucking Resident Evil 8, which I have plenty of gripes about, which I know puts me in a minority. But like, why the hell is Lady D the first major boss of the game? I don't get it. Like she was your marketing material. She was like your cornerstone, like of the game's hype. Like people probably don't even know Resident Evil 8, but they know Lady D just because of how pervasive she came into like the gaming culture's just sphere, world, whatever, like in people's subconscious. And she's the first boss that dies. What? She's the first boss. I feel like you. I don't feel like there could have been any narrative change, any like substantial one, that would have like broken the game or anything. If she had been the third boss, the third of like the right before uh the cool guy, the the one that the fan favorite dude, the metal guy. I don't remember even. Oh, Heisenberg or some shit like that. I feel like the game could have still carried on just as well, just as good if she had been put out a little bit further. In my opinion, I think it should have been the gross ass total Toad dude that no one really even cares about, and then keep the no, I think she was third. Whatever the no, she was second. Keep the doll one, the doll chick with the baby fetus. That the only real scary part of that game. That one's fine as second. That one can stay second, and then Lady Z's third, and then I can understand why Heisenberg's last. That makes okay narratively. I get it. So that one should stay last. I get that one, but like I just feel like Lady D shouldn't have just been scapegoated as the first boss to go, especially when she's like. They built so much hype around her, so much marketing around her, so much press around her. It's like, why would you then just discard her at the beginning of the fucking game? So, sorry, I'm just ranting about a game that most people fucking love, but I don't care. So whatever. Um, yeah. So whatever. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. I know you Drew. You messaged something. You said something. Okay, so Drew Gamer. So you said you did them in order. You did them in order. You did one. Okay, so you did 1, 1, 1, 2, and then you did 2. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, well, okay. Sorry, Drew. I misunderstood you. So in this game, as I've been researching it and like kind of getting pointers and everything. So each one of these. So for instance, like Boletaria Palace, Phalanx, Arstone, Tower, Nightstone. Each of those are considered their own world. So like Boletaria is 1-1, Phalanx is 1-2, and so on. So when you put 2 through 4 earlier, I thought you meant 2-4. So I was, which I then should have been like, wait, there's not 4 bosses in that world. So I should have caught it. But that's what I thought you meant. So that's why I thought you were doing it. You went to 2-4, which doesn't even exist, and then you went to World 5. Sorry, that's me being a small brain. It's my bad. Okay, so you said you're hoping Lady D was gonna be like Mr. X nemesis of the game. She kept following you throughout every area and evolving. Yeah, that would have been cool too. And she kind of was like that within the castle, a little bit, not much, but a little bit. Because she did have that stalker thing. You didn't really fight her inside the castle. You had the big old crazy fight out on the outside of the on the roof of the castle. But like when you were in the castle, she kind of acted as that Mr. X nemesis character, where she's kind of just kind of stalking you, walking. She was like, she like never ran. Although I don't think those fucking kneecaps could handle her running, given how tall she is. Um, but she was kind of like that, which was cool. Like Lady, like oh my gosh, like I haven't. Okay, this is probably one of the few times I would ever have strong opinions on a game I haven't personally played, like with a controller in my hand. But through the Discord that I'm part of, I've seen so many people play that game from start to finish. I've seen like 3 or 4 people play that game from start to fucking finish, and I actually like watched. I just didn't have it in the background. I was actually watching and listening. That like I know the game now. I pretty much know like all the major story beats of the game, and so that's the only reason why I feel validated to say anything about it. Otherwise, I don't normally. But yeah, that game pisses me off. That game just pisses me right the hell off. Um, and then when I read that Capcom purposely made that game not scary because Resident Evil 7 was too scary, I was like, man, Capcom, you can fucking suck my dick. Like, are you serious? Like, I don't even like scary games, but like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, at all. Like, how? Like, what do you mean too scary? So people like, I'm back in 1996 or 97. I'm pretty sure people thought Resident Evil 1 and 2 were way too scary too. But then Capcom was like, ah, whatever, fuck you guys. Here's Resident Evil 3. It's even more scarier. It's like, what? It makes sense. Like if Naughty Dog came out with Last of Us, and then, which obviously most people love. I'm talking about Last of Us 1 back in 2013. It's like Naughty Dog releasing Last of Us 1, and then like in the midst of like between Last of Us 1 and 2, they come out and they're like, oh, people, we're making the second one not as narratively focused because people thought it was like the narrative was too strong. Like, the fuck? No, we played that game because the narrative was so good, because it was so strong. So what the hell do you mean you're going to give me less of that? So on the same token, like, people who play Resident Evil are horror fans for the most part. Like, and so people like, and um okay, so maybe 7 wasn't scary for you, Drew, but at least i I personally thought, as someone who doesn't play horror games, I thought 7 was pretty damn tense. At the very least, it was pretty tense. um I thought the environment was very smart. It does create a sense of claustrophobia. It can, I feel. um it was it was a little too graphic at times, rather than horror. Like with the way Mr. Baker, I don't remember his first name, he like fucking just decapitated that police officer with a shovel. I thought that was a little unnecessary, in my opinion. I didn't think like that was a little like ugh, ugh. This is a horror game, not a fucking horror porn, like gore porn, whatever. This isn't Saw. But I thought the environments were very well done. I thought it was very smart the way they just built it around a very tight, small house. Well, it wasn't small as a mansion, but like, the corridors were small, the rooms weren't that big. All that stuff was, when you fought an enemy, even though it was 101, like, you felt like the world was just closing around you because of just how small the environment was. I thought that was all great as far as like what they were trying to do. And apparently that was just too much. Like, what the hell? Like, people were playing that. Like, that's why 7 was so fucking good. That's why people were like, this is Resident Evil, boys. Like, this is the Resident Evil we loved. This is what we've been missing for like 8 years between like 4 and 6. Like, this is what we play Resident Evil for, guys. Like, I remember people were losing their minds for Resident Evil 7 because of how good it was, because of how scary most people thought. I know Drew doesn't think so, but most people thought it was really good, really scary. And then Capcom's like, nah, 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 it's too scary, too scary. Who were you asking? Who the fuck were you asking then? Were you asking all the fucking YouTubers and streamers who are a bunch of pansies and pussies that can't handle it? Like, or are you talking to the real people? Like, like, are we talking to the minority of players who don't really think it's, who are like, who can't handle horror games, who aren't real horror gamers. They just played it for the views, man. Gotta play it for the views. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, I was mad for horror fans, and I'm not even a horror fan. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you don't take away more of the one thing that your series is known for. Doesn't make any sense. So it's like, well, Resident Evil 4 did well. Let's just redo that again, but for newer systems. Oh, make sure we bring back Chris again, just because everyone loves that hunk of boy. It's like, what? I just don't like Resident Evil 8 as like a concept, I'm just mad at on a principle level. That's why I get pissed at Resident Evil 8 personally, because it's not a horror game, and it's supposed to be a horror game. Like, I'm mad at Resident Evil 8 for the same reasons why people were mad back in the day on Resident Evil 6, and to a lesser extent Resident Evil 5, because they're not horror games, or not really. Resident Evil 5. A little. I mean, I wouldn't say a horror game. It's like a horror shooter, like a scary shooter, kind of, but not really. But and 6 was just like 6 is ridiculous. I played the demo of 6 and I was expecting to be all scared, and then I was like, nah, son, not even scared. Wait, I need to grab my fucking souls. I've been ranting for so long on Resident Evil 8, I forgot to grab my freaking souls that I lost. Or that I lost when I suicided. Guys, that's Resident Evil. Like, when I just saw all the fucking raving reviews on that game, first I was like, oh, okay, cool, it's a good game. But then when I saw people playing it, I was like, oh my gosh, fucking suck my chode, man. Like, really? This game's not that good. This game is not that good, guys. Like, on a concept. And that kind of just shows you how long it's been since Resident Evil 6 has come out, that people will play 8 and first of all be terrified, which I'm like, maybe something will jump out at you, which is fine and that's fair, but that doesn't mean it's a scary game. And also, I hate Ethan. I think that's his name. Oh my god, I hate Ethan in Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 7, he was fine, but in 8, I hate this guy. It's like he just became a walking cliche, and I don't know if that was intentional. But it's it again breaks the immersion of a fucking horror game, man. Like he's just full of fucking one-liners thinking he's hot shit. He's some macho motherfucker. Like, dude, you just got some basic training from Chris on how to hold a firearm. Like, what? Now you think you're fucking hot shit? Like, get out of here. And he doesn't know he had the mold, so how is he supposed to know that he fucking can regenerate himself? I mean, he was realizing he could fucking stick his arm back on his wrist, which that alone is a problem to me. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like Capcom was purposely trying to make a mockery of its own game that's supposed to be tense, and it just turns me off. I mean, I'm never gonna play it anyways, but it just turned me off, man. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it no mo. I couldn't do it no mo. Okay, so I got my equip. Okay. Yeah, equip murdering him up a little tiny bit by 2. That'll help a little bit. Kind of on the fence if I should increase my magic or if I should increase. Kind of on the fence of what to do. I should do intelligence or magic. Well, magic will increase the strength of it, or health. Nah, I'll do magic. Increase that bad boy up. All right. Okay. Okay, sorry, I've been ignoring the chat. Sorry, Drew. Okay, so I'm not a scary game player either. Okay, I've only seen most of them. I watched Richard play 7 and 8. 7 was definitely gory. 8 wasn't horror. It was like a fantasy shooter. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I do. You know what? I feel like you and I we should just get on a podcast episode again. I should have you come back and we're just fucking ripping on Resident Evil 8 the whole time. We just spent an hour ripping on the game and just pissing off everybody. Watch that fucking just go viral, and then I just get a whole bunch of hate, and then people find you and give you hate because I would I will put your link in the description and shit. You just get a whole bunch of shit too. Oh man, that would be funny. Okay, first of all, Drew, I don't know if you're censoring yourself because there's something in the chat that does that. Actually, that's probably what it is, guys. Because I think the chat will censor itself if you Anyways, ignore that. But yeah, oh my gosh, every time Ethan talks, he just stirs my blood. He just fucking I can't handle that guy. I can't handle him. Because he went from like a relatable survivor in 7 to like he just reacts to nothing the right way. Nothing that happens to him, he reacts the right way at all. And then, and then when I realized, like the part that made me realize that Capcom was just fucking with us was towards the beginning of the game when you get into the village, and then that chick dies in the burning village, and you're trying to like save her, and then she's like, "I can't be saved," or whatever the fuck she said, and then she just like, "Fire, take me now," and then she just dies, and then he's like, "Why does everyone keep dying on me?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's it, that's it, that's it." Capcom doesn't care. They don't care. They don't care. So it's like, if they don't care, why am I supposed to care? Why is anyone supposed to care? And he just everything he says to every situation is like as if he's like Terminator. And it's like, but you're not Terminator, are you, Ethan? You're just Ethan, who happens to have mold infection that you don't even know you have. Which I guess like that was like their cop out for like why he was able to fucking survive falling from a castle building and be okay, and why his arm literally got sliced off, and he just fucking stuck that shit back on like it would just put some fucking super glue on it and good to go. We can just ride out, boys, like nothing happened. I guess that was like I guess like that should have like that would have I guess maybe made players be like, huh, something's going on here behind the scenes that like they're not telling us yet, but they will. But to me, I was just like, that's so fucking stupid. So yeah, the moral story is I don't like Resident Evil 8 at all, and it makes me sad. Actually, it makes me mad when people just want to always talk about when they bring up Resident Evil 8, like fantastic Resident Evil 8, return to the franchise, great addition to the series, and I'm like, shut up. No, it's not. And it's like, if that is, then why is Resident Evil 6 not? You know, it's like how you can't shit on Resident Evil 6 and then praise Resident Evil 8. In my opinion, all of this is my opinion. I should probably preface that. Really, I thought, Drew, I've seen renders of his full body, but they always had his face like grayed out a bit. Like even when they showed a frontal of him, I saw one of him and it was like his face was like kind of shaded out. It kind of reminded me of Mass Effect 3, where Tali, like I think one of the endings or something, maybe the extended ending that they added later, I think had like a little picture frame of Tali, or I think Tali with like her mask off, but like it kind of showed like it was kind of like a little bit shaded out, so you couldn't see the whole thing. It reminded me of that. Drew, you're speaking too much sense here, man. You're speaking too much sense because that's very true. I didn't even think about that, or maybe I did. And I forgot. But yeah, like when he lost his hand before, which was the same hand, he realized that it had to be stapled on. Oh wait, it might have been because it might be because I don't remember exactly, but I know he gets the mold at some point in the seventh game. But was it? When did they say he officially died in the seventh game? Was it when Mr. Baker was dragging him into the house or something? Back into the house? Was that when it was? I forget when they said he officially got infected. Um, I don't remember, but I think that might be why. That might have been why. Maybe he didn't have the mold at that point yet. I don't remember. I don't remember. Um, that's the only thing I could think of that would make that would possibly make that make sense. Was that he didn't have the mold just yet, or you could also argue maybe the family didn't know he had the mold, or maybe they did. I don't even fucking remember. I don't fucking know. Nor do I really want to know, because I don't care, because the plot makes no sense regardless. So yeah. Okay. So okay, Jack stamped his face. Okay, cool. So that's when it happened. Was that after he got his wrist put back on, or was that before? I mean I haven't Resident Evil 7. I know a little. I know less about. I didn't watch as many people play that one, so I don't remember that one as well. But um, so I don't remember when that happened, story wise. So sorry, what was before? So what came first, Drew? Was it the stapling or was it the face smashing? I just want to make sure I'm perfectly clear on the same page as you. This motherfucker better. Okay, here we go. Oh, I should probably preface, or not preface. I guess too late to preface now. But I have, when I've been grinding, I usually was going to this level because these skeletons gave some okay experience, and there's like a good chunk of them without having to go too far into the level. So I've done like this whole beginning part of the level already, like gotten all the stuff and items and everything, but only up to this point. And then I would like die or restart or go back to the Nexus or whatever, and come back and do it over again. So I've already done this bit. Once I get to the Vindicator boss is as far as I've gone. So, but everything else is already I've already taken care of. Okay, so the face smashing, then the staples came later. Okay, well, and if that is the case, then okay, then obviously what I said then gets thrown right out the window, and it makes it even. And him putting the arm back on is even dumber. Um, but oh well. Yeah, I'll take the pictures later. When I've been streaming, I've been kind of just closing pretty much every app that I have, besides Elgato and my browser, one of my browsers. I just have those two open. I keep them off because I don't. I just want to reduce any possible energy that the computer might need, or using up RAM or CPU or whatever. So I'll look at those later, and we could talk about it later. Oh shit! Oh shit! I need to get out of there. There we go. All right, this is like the only like tricky part in the beginning of the levels because those two guys like in their fucking never-ending rolling, just rolling, like acting like Limp Bizkit and shit. But yeah, so I've already saved the Grave Rapper, the Grave Rapper. I've already saved this guy, but he doesn't really have anything that great, honestly. I mean, he has the sticky white stuff, which when I read that, I was like, oh. I was like, you guys didn't choose the right name for that. Hope they change that in the remake. But yeah, so I didn't really buy anything from him, and also like when you find these like in level merchants, the shit they sell is so damn expensive. It's so expensive. Like especially when like if you have patches, he sells you like the same shit for like half the price. Other than the bride, like the widow, not widow, but like the bride in the prison, the former bride, I guess ex bride, divorcee, whatever. She sells you that Old Spice for like 1,000, and that's awesome. So other than that, she's like the only good um, in-game merchant that I come across. I mean, the other good reason is that they sometimes sell a ring you can get early, or they sell some stones, shards and stuff for certain stones. But other than that, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna try and take out those flying mantines. There's like two in this little area. I'm gonna try and take them out. Um, oh shit! I admit. Oh Sometimes my magic can reach them, and they usually go down pretty. Yeah, there we go. But I kind of need them to be close and also not move. Damn it. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. Oh, really? You little bitch. I'll see how it is. See how it is, you little bitch? You little pansy? Get over here. Fight me like a man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He's coming in deep. I'm taking them out because it just makes the Vindicator fight less stressful. Because these guys are just so damn annoying. Come on. There we go. There we go. No! Yeah, I got him. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, you know what? You might be right, Drew. Because, yeah, doesn't fucking his wife, who was possessed at the time, fucking just chainsaw that bitch right off? Which I thought was like, oh, like that made me cringe. I was like, oh, a literal chainsaw, bro. So I think, yeah, I think that does. I think his hand does come off beforehand. You're right. You're right. And even then, I thought that was a little like already walking that shit off, bro. Like, really? I mean, dude, your hand was cut off, dog. Like, really? Okay. Like, I know he screamed pretty well when it happened, but he kind of like if that was me, like if I imagine that was anybody. Like, I know he has like adrenaline running and all that stuff, but honestly, bro, like, and I don't care who you are. If that was me getting my hand chainsawed off, even if I killed her, took out my person who did it, that's it. I'm out of commission. Like, that's it. That's it for me. Roll the credits. Get out of that house. Game's over at that point. Like, I am done at that point, bro. Like, I'm not moving any. Like you know what? My wife can just suck it. Like, I don't even fucking care no more. Like, my hand's sawed off. Even if they did staple that shit back on, like, I'm out of there, man. So I thought that was a little like, I don't know. It was just a little like I feel like he kind of just shrugged that off a little too easy. um, I think it speaks. I know I'm ranting again, but like I think it speaks to So not everyone's going to agree on this because this game is a little bit divisive. But Heavy Rain for PS3, way back in the day, 2010 or 2009. I know people meme the shit out of. Is the main dude's name Ethan as well? I think it is. I know everyone memes the hell out of him because of like the beginning of the game where he's like looking for his son, and you can it just sounds funny because you can just keep yelling it out over and over again. But in about halfway through the game, you have to go through these trials to save your son. In the third one, you have to cut off one of your fingers in any way you want. And I felt that game was fucking. I think they did that part amazingly, and I would probably feel the same way if I did that today. Like it's a QTE game, but like when you're pressing the QTEs, you don't just press them and done. You have to like hold them and like hold multiple ones. And I think even when you do that successfully, he still doesn't do it immediately because he's so like because like anybody fucking like yeah you're doing it for your son, but like that's still like it's like are you legit about to cut off your finger like even if it was just his pinky like still it's like that's brutal like and to think that you have to do it yourself like that takes a lot of fucking manpower. You can even get him drunk beforehand and it still hesitant to do it. But when he does it, his scream. I mean, I was like 15 when I played it, but like his scream is one of the most unsettling, like kind of just like uncomfortable screams I have ever heard in any game I have ever played. Like a scream of agony. It's one of the worst screams I've ever heard. I like if I play that again, I will probably have to like put my headphones in just so that no one thought that like someone was actually in danger, like down like where I live downstairs. Um, and I think it speaks to like that scream from like 15 years ago is better than like how they handled a dude getting his literal fucking hand chainsawed off. But that's just me. Anyways, we're gonna fight the Vindicator. How's that for a segue? And yeah, he's mainly physical. The fight's gonna take a while because he's hella bulky, but he's actually a lot easier to fight. And like this time around, oh, was he bleeding? Oh, I got him bleeding. Oh, hell yeah. Oh shit! Now he's got me fucking dead. Oh, a sick dodge, bro. Sick dodge, bro. There we go. All right. I find it so funny that like this was the dude who like beat your ass, or most likely beat your ass when you started the game, and like you come and fight him again, and it's like he's a bit of a chump. He's a bit of a chump. No lie. Yeah, he's a bit of a chump, which I think is pretty damn funny. Yeah, I didn't even get a thousand souls from beating that dude. Not even 1,000. They couldn't even give me 1,000 for him. But yeah, um, Drew, I will say it's very refreshing to hear someone else um, have at the very least frustrations with Resi 8, um, because like it does turn my stomach kind of when you watch like any like I don't know any kind of top 10 video. Like we'll say what culture or Coldaholic or even not Triple Jump. They're pretty good. They're pretty dope. But like a lot of top 10 lists, they always bring up fucking popular shit and like oh it was always great and all this and that. I'm like you didn't fucking play that game. Or like if you did, I don't know what you saw that I didn't see. But so it's nice to know. It's nice to kind of like think, first of all, realize that it's not just me. Like I'm not just being, I don't know, too hard or pessimistic or something. Um, so yeah, very very nice to know. Um, Another game that makes me sad or makes me mad when people bring it up is Crash Bandicoot 4, and I will never ever stop ranting about Crash 4, ever. I don't care if I people just label me as a broken record. I don't care. I will never stop shitting on that game. Well, I wouldn't say shitting. Well, the shitting comes from a place of love. It's because I don't know. I felt like they just kind of like it feels like a Crash game, but not all at the same time. Like it didn't feel like a Crash game for like me or for like longtime fans, like at all. Like I felt like the story beats were kind of contrived at points. Um, a lot of the stuff that they wanted to like add in, I felt like was just for I want to say not clout, bloat was just to add on more runtime to the game, which I didn't think was really needed. Um, Obviously, the game was just like almost sadistic in the shit it wanted you to do. I mean, now if I jumped into any level, you would think that I'm a fucking pro or whatever, but it's only because of like the thousands or hundreds of deaths that I had to go through to platinum the game because I did platinum it. Um, but it doesn't mean it was fun. Like, it was probably one of the most unfun platinums I've ever gotten, which hurts so bad because, like a lot of people, I'm, the biggest Crash Bandicoot fan. Like, the biggest. Like, that is my number one franchise of all time for me. Crash. Even though I really only can, really care about the first three. Well, first three, CTR, and then to a very lesser extent, Wrath of Cortex on the PS2. Because that game was fine. It was basically just like, hey, you want Crash 3 but on PS2? Here you go. I don't really care about any of the other games, like Twinsanity or Crash of the Titans, Minor Mutant. Don't really care about any of those, like, at all. Whoa, how did that not get me? Oh, Mr. Skelly's back. Okay, hello. Hi. Hi, Skelly. And we're gonna use soul arrows. Yeah, there we go. Oh, in the face, son. In the face. Wait, what did I use? Okay, anyways. Yeah, yeah, it's just, and I know some people, like, cause I was on that Reddit, I was on the Crash Bandicoot Reddit, like, religiously when I was, like, going for the platinum, just to, not really to get any strats, more just to, like, see if people shared my pain, just so I could feel validated. Oh my gosh, you serious? I'm missing all these shots, dog? Like, what the fuck? Alright, anybody be out in the open. There we go. Oh, can mine not? I don't think mine can go far enough. That's probably what it is. I can't go far enough. Which is not good for me. Come on, get him, get him. Come on, come on, come on. Really? Oh, I got him. I got him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I need to put that on protection for sure. Always use protection, kids. Always. Even if they say no. Oh, sick dodge. Did I get him? Nope. Oh my gosh, this is stressful. Because I really want to take them out because the getting to the next area, you're going to be on like some really thin ground, and there's like two golden skeletons over there. Well, there's one now, but there's more later, and I just don't want to deal with him. I don't want to deal with the Mantine. He doesn't even have a fucking Remoraid next to him. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Just want to take you out. Oh, I'm not close enough. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get him, get him. Can I get him? I got him. We got him, boys. All right. Anyways, sorry. Crash 4, I love but hate at the same time. It's way too frustrating. It's ridiculously hard for no reason. TJ Peter, I don't know who that is. Who loved the series, hated how hard. I'm guessing that's maybe like a bigger content creator, I imagine. He loved Crash 2 and 3. 1 got me into game design. Insane was annoyingly hard for me because mechanically it was different from the original, but it didn't work fully in Insane. I'll comment on all of that. I'll comment. Hold on, let me reply to a message real quick. Oh, okay. TJ's for triple jump. Okay, sorry. I thought it was Ben who was all about the old school PlayStation platformers. I think they both are, but I thought Ben was the more diehard. But it doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah. So Crash 4, like, I love the fact that it exists as a Crash fan. Like, I'm just happy they did it. Like, we got something. But I more hate it just because of, like, it. Like I said, it doesn't feel like it was meant for me. Like, I don't feel like that game. Like, the story kind of feels like it's meant for long-time fans, but like everything else does not feel like it's like it was exactly what we wanted. Um, which I don't think we wanted anything as insane and bloated as they made Crash 4. Like, I didn't. I honestly was kind of just hoping, like, if they had gave me the same fucking warp rooms, like dedicated warp rooms, I probably would have been totally fine with that. Um, you could have kept some of the mask stuff. I guess that's fine. That didn't really piss me off too much. I mean, the mask just as a concept in a vacuum did not piss me off much. Um, but it just I don't know. More things piss me off than not. I will never be a fan of the new design they did ever. I will always enjoy the better ones. The older ones, I should better better ones. The older ones, I will always be a fan of the older design. Um, my favorite was actually in the Insane trilogy because it did feel like the original, but just like what I imagined it modernized. And I especially loved how they designed Coco. She just looks so fucking cute and adorable. I just want to just give her a big old hug and shit. Like I love Coco in the Insane trilogy, and Crash too, to a slightly lesser extent. But well, there he goes. Um, but yeah, the game is just brutal. The game is just so fucking brutal. It's ridiculous. Um, and it's like people will say like, oh, like it actually, if you actually think about it, the actual design is actually pretty easy once you kind of like break it down and you look into it. And it's like, well, yeah, no shit. Once you die like 50 times and you actually have a chance to actually break it down, then yeah, it is simple. But like, why? Like, this isn't Dark Souls. They never said it was gonna be that. I mean, yeah, Crash was always a little bit challenging, but that it was never presented like this. So it's like no one expected it to be this fucking hard, like at all. Like this was Crash one difficulty times like 100 at times, and I've played Crash one completely on the original title and the Insane trilogy and got the platinum, including all those fucking time trial relics. Which, man, Crash one's time trial relics can get fucked. Crash one can get fucked in general, but those time trials for Crash one, oh my gosh, brutal. I'm gonna get this fucking crystal lizard. Take out my Crash 4 frustrations on it. Oh my gosh, fucking. It's because the way my sword does attacks, is that why? It doesn't have like just a chop down. I just hope I don't fucking fall off the ledge. I'm gonna be so sad if I fall off the ledge. Just don't fall off the ledge. Just don't fucking. Oh my gosh. I'm so fucking scared, bro. Oh my gosh, thank you. It's just because we fall off the ledge, those mantines come back, and I'm just, I can't. I just can't. Okay. But yeah, it's just, man, I just don't. Yeah, just Crash 4 just stopped being fun. And I'm a huge, I think Shigeru Miyamoto actually said this. Well, no, he didn't say this, I take that back. But like, he said something along the lines of, like, you don't ever want a game to be boring or like not fun. That's like worse than a game like coming out late or being bad even, is if it's boring or not fun. Like that's almost worse. Because if it's bad, if it's like almost comically bad, people will probably still play it, or it'll get some kind of infamy. But when a game is boring or not fun, those I think are like the stronger buzzwords that keep people away from playing a game. And for me, Crash 4 just isn't fun. So when I saw people on the Reddit were just saying like, "Oh yeah, game's great, game's all this," I'm like, no, no, it's not. It's not. But then I also realized that Crash 4 is one of the very few games where your enjoyment of the title is almost directly related to how much of it you want to do. So I'm talking like, if you were like me and like a lot of people when it comes to Crash games, if you want to be a completionist about it, which that's like almost like the fucking motif of a Crash game, you're gonna have a bad time, straight up, guaranteed. And I felt like it was almost as if Toys for Bob were purposely punishing those people like me who want to fully complete a game. They're like, "Oh, you want to complete our game, huh? Our Crash game? All right, cool. All right, GG. All right, we'll see you in fucking a year, and like after you've died, how many like thousands of times, and we'll see you on the other side." And it's like, oh my gosh, man. Um, yeah, man, it just wasn't fun. But what'd you say earlier? Oh yeah, old school Crash 2 and 3 are wonderful, fucking masterpieces. I don't care what anyone says. Those I will play. I own the original PS1 copies to this day still, and I think I even have a copy of one of them on my PlayStation 3 as a digital copy. But I will pop those in any day and just have the time of my life. I have completed both those games back and forth so many times growing up as like a young kid, teenager, and into my adult life, man. Love them. Crash 1, like I said, can get fucked. We don't even talk about, most people don't even talk about Crash 1. The Insane Trilogy was a little tricky because I did understand people were saying, talking about, you know, they were like was Crash always this hard? I was like, well, Crash 1 was always this hard, yes. I didn't think Crash 2 and 3 were really hard, and even in the Insane Trilogy. Some things were harder. Every rideable vehicle or rideable thing, those levels were a lot harder, except for the plane ones in Crash 3. Those were actually a lot easier. The maneuverability in the planes were super smooth and super good. But like when you ride Polar, Puma, is it Puma? I think Puma. I think that's the name of the tiger. But whatever. When you ride those two or ride the bike in Crash 3, it became so much harder. You can't turn for shit. And I was like, how did you guys ruin this? Those used to be my favorite levels. I used to love. I know some people they're not, especially the motorcycle ones. People hate them, but I loved those. Those were my favorite levels throughout the whole series, the whole original Crash series, and they fucking ruined them in the Insane Trilogy, which made me very, very sad. But the rest of the games were fine in my opinion. Yeah, the jumping was a little off, especially when you're playing Crash 1 and 2, because I remember reading they based the jumping off of Crash 3. So if you do remember Crash 1 and 2, you're like, this feels a little weird. And I know there was the whole thing about the hitboxes, which was throwing people off as well. But I got over it, and overall they were great. They were great games. Great remakes, I should say. Especially 3, since that one felt like literally like old school 3 to me. But yeah, and so like when I played those, I was like, oh my gosh, dude, this is such a great foundation for like what we can see in the future. So I was pumped for Crash 4. And then when they came out with the Crash 4, they started showing the preview, like the they're showing Crash 4 like previews and stuff. And I was like, first of all, why the fuck do they look like that? I don't like the new design. I don't like it at all. I will say this to the day I die. Don't like Crash 4's new designs. I don't hope. If we ever do get a new Crash game of any kind, I hope they don't stick with that design, because Crash Team Racing Remake kept that same design from Crash Remake. So I don't understand why they felt they needed to fucking change it. And the people that made the CTR remake are not the same people that made the Crash Insane Trilogy remake. It was a different studio. Insane Trilogy was Vicarious. CTR remake was Beanox. So they kept the same design. I don't know why Toys R Us felt that they had to make a whole new design. I don't know why you had to fix what wasn't broken. So if we get a 5 or we get a whatever, maybe a Nitro Kart remake, or I don't know. I hope they get rid of that design they made, because I hate it. Yeah. So anyway, sorry. What up, Co-Man Gaming? Sorry, you're catching me into a giant ass rant on Crash 4. I've basically been ranting this whole episode. Me and Drew were going back and forth on Resident Evil 8 and how much we don't like it, because there's a lot of stupidity with the game, in our opinion. Sorry if you like it. Don't mean to trigger you or anything, but we don't like it at all. And then we went from that to Crash 4, and that's what we're ranting about it now. But I've gone through. I'm on World 4-1 now. I'm about to hit the boss. Yeah, this boss is a little tricky. You can cheese him with magic, which I'm planning to do, but his tongue is such a bitch to dodge. And that tongue has some range. It can go through fucking walls, which is bullshit. So I'm going to be doing a lot of running around to make sure I don't get hit by that, by the tongue. And to like also like put protection back on and everything. Because like from up top, you need to shoot his crown that I think he has on his head. With like your flame arrow or your whatever. And so, but sometimes it doesn't always hit, and I don't know why. So I'm hoping I can get this, because if you die, you gotta start from the very beginning. You gotta go through all that shit again. You gotta like fight the Mantines again, and those are a problem. Going back to this point is a very arduous process, and I don't want to do it again. So I might give this maybe 1-2 tries, especially since we're almost at an hour and a half here. If I die, that is, I'll maybe give it another try or two. But I might not, because it takes up forever to even get here, and I don't want to waste everyone's time just doing that. So we will see what happens. Actually, I'll probably put the soul arrow on. I think that's probably a more... Okay. So I just got to stay moving. I missed. Just got to stay moving. Just don't always be moving. Kind of like Overwatch. Always be moving. I don't even play Overwatch. Oh, he got me. Okay, got to get out of there. And whoop. What the fuck? You got me. How was he getting me? Okay. I say that's what I don't understand. I was like, he'll get me, and I'm like, how are you getting me, bro? All right, get out of there. Oh, that's it for me. Oh, damn it. All right, I gotta get out of there. I gotta get back up. Get back up. Get back up. Okay. Whew. Back up. Back up. No, I'm just gonna dodge a little bit more. Oh, what the fuck? Missed. Cool. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to miss. All right. Nope, 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 nope. Put protection on. Remember, kids, always use protection. Okay. I'm basically just going to keep doing this. I remember when I was finding him the very first time, I didn't realize you could do all this. So when I found out, I was like, oh, why would I do anything ever any different? Why would I ever do anything different than just this? All right, this guy's going down. Got him. All right, whew, good, good, good. Because oh my gosh, I hate those mantines flying around in the fucking air. I hate them with my life, like with all my life, all of it, just all of it, all 4 ventricles of my heart. I hate that guy. Or I hate the mantines, and I hate like just the path you have to take to get back to him is just the worst. So I'm happy I took him out in one hit or one try. I did not want to go through that again. I don't care if that was cheesing. I don't care. People think that's dishonorable. I don't care. Don't care. I don't care. You can dislike this all you want. I don't care. You can dislike it if you think I triggered you with Resident Evil 8 shit or Crash 4 shit. I don't care. It's my opinion. Sorry, I did not check the look at the chat. Okay. The pill-shaped hitboxes were the most annoying thing for me in the trilogy. Jumping 1-2, like you said. Polar and pure levels were amazing. Okay, cool. So I wasn't the only. So I'm not crazy. I'm not fucking crazy. I thought something was off. But obviously, I had no one to talk to about it. I wish I knew you, Drew. I wish I knew you earlier. I wish I knew you like 3 years ago. Okay, so I'm glad to know that I wasn't the only one who thought I was crazy. I don't remember. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I thought it was crazy thinking that like those levels were like fucked up in the remake. In the originals, they were like so much easier. Like I don't try to flex too often, but like a Crash flex that I do have is that in Crash 3, in the first race car or first motorbike level, I actually, in the original version that is, I actually managed to be able to when you hit that first boost and you're wheeling and all that stuff, I actually managed to be able to hold that wheelie the entire level. And sometimes I can even do the entire level while also still getting all of the boxes. or maybe not the entire level. Well, just I can hold a wheelie as long as I need to until I have to like maybe go on a ramp, and obviously that cuts the wheelie off. But like I can hold a wheelie like pretty much the whole, as long as I until I can't hold it any longer, like until I get on a ramp or something that cuts it off. So I was actually able to flex. I actually like was able to figure. I actually manage that sometimes. Sometimes I get hit like a police car or whatever, but like usually I can like hold it the whole way. So I was expecting that in the remake, and then that never happened. And I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" And I was so mad. And also with the first Pura level, on the I think the level is called the Orient Express because that aged so well. Um, I could hold the charge button pretty much the entire level. It's pretty chaotic and manic, but I can hold it the whole level. And when I tried to that in the remake, I couldn't do that either. And I was like, what the fuck? So like it was just, yeah. I mean the wave, the wave racing levels, whatever, and the airplane levels, like I said, are those are actually better. They handle way better than they did before. Not that the wave racer thing was that bad to begin with, but those do handle way better. But honestly, I wouldn't take that trade off. I want my Polar, I want my Pura, and I want my motorbike levels back. I want them back. Um, so yeah, that was the only thing that was like the major gripe I had with the remakes. But I do understand the jumping and hitbox issue. I kind of just got over it and didn't really let it bother me too much, just because I was so happy playing Crash again. Um, but I do understand what we're talking about. Uh, Sorry, Code Man. Yeah. Um, yeah. You know what's fun? Hot takes are actually hella fun to talk about and have, just especially if you're trying to have fun about it too. Um, it's fun hearing hot takes, especially if people have like some actual solid rhetoric behind their opinion. Um, like because I remember some people have some hot takes on other things too, and I love hearing hot takes, especially if it is on a series that I do love near and dear. Like if someone had a hot take on Ratchet and Clank, I hear them out. I probably wouldn't agree because I can't see much wrong with Ratchet and Clank personally. That's my second favorite franchise of all time. I have every single game. Still, I have every single game still in my collection, like in my library. All physical, by the way. Oh, except for Question Booty, but everything else is all physical. Um, but I would hear you out. I would hear you out. But that was a frog tongue, I think. I don't even fucking know. Like, I think it was a frog tongue. All I know it was it's a fucking bullshit tongue. I know that. Um, that's all I know. The tongue sucks. Well, I need to talk to this guy because he'll eventually die and leave behind a fucking soul thing that I can grab and take and then get money and stuff. And I want money because even in the Dark Souls, I'm a capitalist. And my capitalist heart beats for souls. Okay, so I think he's gone crazy now. So I think when I leave, next time I come back to the Nexus, he will be gone, and I can grab the soul and then spend it on shit. He will do me well. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Also, why are you breathing if you're a soul? Is it just to show that you're like sentient? I don't know. Anywho, Prog Shadow, hello, hello. Um, yeah, I mean, shoot, with Coleman and Prog showing up, I might stream a little bit longer now. I was gonna wrap it up, but seeing how you guys just kind of got here, I kind of feel almost obligated to keep going a little bit. I mean, we already beat up 2 bosses. We wrapped up World 3. We got the first boss done in 4-1. 4-2's up next, which is pretty tough. The boss is actually pretty solid. He's not a pushover by any means. So he might give me some trouble. No lie. But yeah, I kind of feel like I'm obligated to keep going here. So I think I'm gonna keep going. I might give it like one shot If I die, I'll probably wrap it up there. Um, yeah. Oh, Drew. Oh, no. You gotta cut so deep. Why you gotta cut so deep, Drew? Oh, man. I love Rivet. I love her. I love her so much. And I love that Jennifer Hale voiced her. Or, is that her name? I think it's her name. I love that she voiced her. She did it so good. So well. I love Rivet's design. I love her hammer. I do love her backstory, too. I do feel like it should have been a little fleshed out. A little more fleshed out. But I like what they gave us. I like her personality. I wish she was a little more spunky to the end. Because like Ratchet was spunky like in the very first game, but he lost it right after that. He's like always been kind of like on like kind of clean cut on the up and up, pretty much every game since. So it was nice to see the spunkiness be back in a main protagonist in a Ratchet game. So I did like that a lot. I wish they had kept it. But other than that, I can't really see any faults in Rivet at all. They kind of they didn't really set up the game for a sequel per se, but there obviously could be, especially now that there is now another Lombax in the picture. And I don't know if she's ever tried to find the other Lombaxes too, like Ratchet did in the Future series. So I think there is an avenue. They do have some material to work with again. If they wanted to. So it would be great to get that. And honestly, I mean, I will say I did have some gripes with the latest Ratchet game after having played it. There are some gripes I have. First of all, it barely is worth the $70 you pay for it. I'm talking, it just makes the $69.99. Like it was on $69, like $98 up until like the very end, and then like it kind of barely makes $69.99. The game is pretty freaking short, and I know it came a little bit after the release date, and I know pandemic. I get it, but like this game had to have been in the works for years, and like this is the biggest they could come up with, especially on the PS5. Like it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, and obviously it does take advantage of the PS5 hardware, obviously, but it's like they could have done so much more. They could have done so much more, like within the Ratchet universe. Like we only got like 8 planets in the whole game, and some of them were like open world style, and they've always usually had like there was only like one level that was like that, but like 2 or 3 of them are like that. So I expected them to be full of a lot more shit to do. And I know Ratchet & Clank's never been an open world game, and maybe you could argue it could or couldn't. I'd probably play either one. But like it's just, even the first Ratchet game had like at least over 10 planets. When Ratchet & Clank Future Tool for Destruction, which was the first one on the PS3, that one had like over 10 planets. I had like 15 planets or some shit like that. And so it's like they could have done so much more with that game. It's like I was done with it like already, and I was like, what? What do you mean? And also they took up the skill points. A sin. How dare you take away my skill points? That is my shit, bro. Like Ratchet & Clank, skill points Ratchet & Clank is like fucking boxes in Crash Bandicoot, man. You can't have one without the other. And they took that away, and I was like, you're taking away replay value from your game. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So it's just a little less. There were some design decisions with that game that I didn't like, but the game itself is still good. I'm happy I have it. But it's just like, it just left me yearning for more, which people say, if that's the complaint you have, that's like the best complaint to have. Where am I even fucking going? So I mean, I just hope another game does come, and I hope that if it does, that we get just a lot more this time with the game. That's pretty much the only complaint I have. I just want more. Give me more. That's what I want. I want more. Give me the PS5 Ratchet & Clank game that I know you can make, fucking Somniac. Come on. Like, I know you think you're hot shit because you guys make Marvel Spider-Man now, but don't forget what made you famous. Don't forget, Insomniac. Don't forget us. Don't forget us. Us Ratchet fans, man. Don't don't leave us high and dry just because fucking you guys fucking hit gold with Spider-Man. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I got the regenerator ring, which is good. I want that. Recover some HP. I might use that from time to time. I'm gonna see if if the Judicator shield is better than what I have now. And it is not. Wait, can I even use it? Can I use this thing? Where's the stats that I need for it? Oh, I can use it. Okay, cool. Not better though, so I can throw that away. Is this better? That's not even better. Damn, son, and it's even like the same level too. Still, it's not even better. Well, hold on. Here, let's see here. Well, it does more magic damage. Oh, and it scales. Oh, but that scales too to what? What does that scale to? What's that scale to? Magic. Okay. Okay, so Crescent's actually really good for me because it scales to my magic. So, okay. And I'm a magician. I'm a magician class. So I want to keep my magic up. So, that's good. Okay, I'll get rid of some of these. I'll get rid of the last weapons I have. Deposit. Okay, and then I'll use some of the souls that I've gotten, those like miscellaneous things. I realized putting them in your your quick menu is actually a lot easier way to use them all. Pro tip, in case you didn't know. It's a shame you can't use like the major souls. You can't put them in there. That's a bit of a bummer. Oh well. Okay, Drew. Oh, sorry, I'm reading this comment a little late. Yeah, I see what you mean. I was kind of hoping for something a little more different. Like when I saw that they were sharing the same inventory, like right at the beginning, I did think that was a little weird. I was kind of expecting them to have different like weapons that they would use that like would only be available in like their own respective. Well, I guess they were in the same universe at that point, or galaxy, or whatever at that point. So I guess I can see why. But it's like also why? I don't know. But I do see. I hear what you're saying. I was kind of expecting something a little different too. Um, but I think it just goes back to my initial comment of just like kind of just wanting more than what we were given. Which again, if that's your worst comment, it's like it could have been a lot worse. You know what I mean? Could have been Resident Evil 8. So yeah. Okay, so I have 24. Okay. So what's my souls at? 43. How many times can I level up? Like 2 times maybe? I don't know if I should use my souls now. But then again, if I die, I need to go get them back and shit. And that's gonna be a fucking ordeal. Okay, I could probably 24. 30, I can level up 3 times. Let's see here. Let's get our magic power to an even 20, just because I like even numbers. Why is my attack power up? I didn't do anything different. Oh, that's weird. Okay. We'll go HP up a little bit, and we'll do strength just because. I don't know. I don't know what makes my attack power go up sometimes. Sometimes it's stuck and then it doesn't do anything, and then sometimes it goes up, and I don't know what. I know when I increase my weapon, it goes up. But, like, I would imagine my strength should go up too. Like, if I increase strength, my attack power should go up too. Like, independent from my weapon of choice. But it doesn't sometimes, and I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense to me. That stat doesn't make any sense because that's like the only thing that doesn't go up, your attack power, with like your stats, with strength, and I don't know why that happens. If anybody knows, let me know. Also, gonna grab some more you. Oh, also the biggest sin I think of this game, besides the kind of crappy dodging mechanic, is the fact that you can't sell your shit, man. Why can't I sell anything? Like, I am kind of spoiled because in Neo you can sell like almost everything you want, and it's awesome. But then again, money is different than souls is in Rita in that game. So I guess I can see why. But I don't know, man. It would be nice to be able to sell your shit. I don't like just having stuff for the sake of having stuff. I would I would sell my stuff all the time. Like when you get like throwing knives and stuff, I'm like, I don't want that. I don't even need that. I would never use that. So I would just sell it, but I can't. And it's like whatever. Yeah, it's a good point, Drew. It's a good point. Um, yeah, like because like in most of the levels that Rivet's in, having those boots don't really matter as much. So that's a good point to bring up. It made sense in Ratchet's world because yeah, his are usually bigger, but Rivets aren't all the time. I think hers are more linear style, like classic Ratchet title style, and so it's like you don't need to have it. You can have it, I guess, if you're trying to just clean up or something. But yeah, and also like I guess she doesn't have hover boots. She had like something. Was it something else? I don't think they both had officially. They were called hover boots for both of them. I think they were called something different in Rivets and when Rivet had whatever Rivet used to do the same thing. But it essentially was the same thing though. But so you're still not wrong. But I'm trying to think of like why they did that because you don't, like you said, you didn't really need it in her levels like at all. Also, I got stabbed. Okay, so we're gonna make our way through here. I know what to do. I've done this level before. Um, what do you sell me? Can you sell me anything that's good? Like kunai. Oh, I didn't know those were poisoned. I didn't know those poisoned. I did not know those did poison. Okay. All right, that's probably something actually worth buying at some point is those kunais. I did not know they did poison. I do wonder if they poison like immediately or if you have to throw multiple of them. That will I will be okay. I'll keep that in mind. He sells poison darts basically. Um, I know in Neo I had a poison build in the PS4 version of Neo, and man, it. Oh no, in Neo 2, and oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. It's great. It's great. Um, I still die at bosses stuff like that. Like it's not. I wouldn't say it's a meta game build. Well, like to the point where I can take it to like the abyss, but it works in the main story in like the the regular game, and I like it. Okay, so I know I need to kill that guy. Actually, I know the quicker way to do it, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Um, I know the route to get to the crypt dude, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go do that. Oh, let me grab that. Okay. Actually, first of all, I probably should take off this ring because that guy uses magic and he will fuck me up. So take that off and we'll put on the regenerator ring. Why not? Okay. All right, there he is. Also, my magic does fucking baller damage to him, even when it's not buffed up with the ring. But yeah, I took him out because he takes out all the little spirits. He like controls all the spirits. If you take him out, he takes out everyone else goes out too. So it's just really easy, quick way. Because if you can kill those spirits, yes, but he'll always bring up more. And so I don't got time to deal with that bullshit. So just want to kill him out. But also I'm gonna go back to where I was because there is actually a hidden door over here. And whoop. There's nothing in particularly special, like any crazy items you can get here, but it's something else just to do. Oh! One hit, yo? Okay, okay. All right, I'll give this one more go. I didn't know I was going to die that soon. I did not know he was that fucking strong. Did not see that coming. So I got to put on some fucking protection. Remember, kids, always use protection. I got to put some protection spell on first before I fuck with him. Oh, man, that was... I had a shield up and everything. He just did not give a fuck about me, my shield, or anything. But first I gotta take out the spirit ringleader first. Gotta ruin his life. Oh, that's no good. Oh, that's it. Oh, fuck. I thought it was gonna happen. Ugh. Yeah, I know, Prague. Oh no. I'm just getting ate up over here. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of getting ate up, I was watching your video today, Prague, on your latest Kenneth video, and man, that boss was really weird. I was like kind of like partially listening, partially watching because I was at work, but yeah, that boss, like the corrupted, like I don't know, it was like a bowman or whatever. It was kind of that was kind of weird. I was like kind of also wondering like, are you supposed to attack the tree? Are you supposed to attack him or it? Like I was a little confused too. So your confusion was not it was not it made sense basically. All right. Okay. Now that this jabroni's out of here, let's go. Let's go find our buddy again. Let's go for a round two. Yeah, I bet, Prague. Like I know, like it was getting real quiet when you were fighting that boss. Real quiet. Okay, so I'm just gonna fucking flame this dude to death. Because I'm not above cheesing shit. So, all right, cool. He's out of the picture. Good experience too. Nice, almost 4,000 off that jump. All right, grab some items here. I think is there another item? No, it's not. Yeah, so like you do through all that shit, you find a secret passage and all that stuff. You fight this like really hard enemy, and like, what do you get? A storage soul. It's like, all right, thanks, I guess. Like, what was the point then of hiding that? To just punish you even more because this is Dark Souls, I guess. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna go back up the other walkway because I think there might be like an item or something I might have missed. Maybe not. I don't remember. No, nothing. Nothing. All right, cool. Nothing. But we could find our old buddy Patches, who's going to betray us for a little, really quick. But he leads us to an NPC that we actually want to save, so it actually works in our favor. So we got to talk to him. I think we can talk to him. Talk about his treasure and shit. Then we'll go, and then he'll cutscene, and he'll be cook us down, and be like, "Ha, you little bitch, I got you." And then we have to fight our way back. Yeah, see, yeah, Drew knows. Drew was there too. See, it was good times. It was good times, Prague. We were all there hanging out. We didn't even know. We just didn't know it though. Um, yeah, that boss looked like a motherfucker. Like I probably would have had to pause the game and like look it up and be like, what am I doing wrong? So yeah, I definitely wait. Why are you? Oh, I'm fighting the wrong person. No, I didn't want to come fight you yet. Oh, damn it. Oh, protection. Remember, kids, use protection. Okay, time to fight, I guess. Oh, I'm doing some good damage actually. Okay. Wait, why is he? Is he bleeding? I got that motherfucker bleeding. Why does this sword make people bleed so much? I mean, I'm not mad about it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh. Oh, this guy's a fucking chump. Dude's a chump. Got him. All right, cool. This is the guy, Saint Urbane. He can teach us miracles and stuff. Yeah, so I think he'll find his way back to the Nexus when we get back there, and everything will be good. Cool. Bye. Later. I know that this item right here, that's actually a unique weapon, the Magic Sword Makoto, or Makoto. I probably don't know how to say it right, but this doesn't. You can't get this until you beat all the other worlds, and you get pure white world tendency for World 4. and then when you come back here, it'll just be on the floor. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I heard Tales of Rise was actually pretty solid. Like I remember I was talking to I don't know if maybe Drew, you remember. I don't know if Prague was on the Discord at this time, but Drew, maybe you remember when I did the Monopoly game with Vixie-chan. She actually was the first to show me Tales of Arise and stuff because I remember I kind of not really shat on, but like I kind of like talked with David on a podcast about like anime games and how they usually never really look that great, and I never understood why. I didn't think there was any good reason why they couldn't have made them look, as good as other games that aren't anime related. And she was like, check this out. And she sent me a few screenshots of the Tales of Rise, and I was like, hot shit, son, this game looks great. So I was like, okay, good. Good to know that they're stepping up their game. Because I didn't understand. I honestly did not understand why. Like that was like almost a trope of like anime games. It's like, oh, I know they're cartoon. Let's make them cartoony. I was like, they don't have to do that. Or they can be cartoon, but still be really visually good. Like Ratchet and Clank's a cartoon style game, but that game looked really great, or has always looked great. A lot of games that are more cartoon based look phenomenal. So yeah, so I was good. I was happy to hear that. And actually, also speaking of games of like 2021 or whatever like that, it's I can never participate in like what was your favorite game of the year, like 2021, 2020, 2011, whatever. I I'm almost never able to participate in those conversations because I am almost never playing a game that actually came out in the year that I'm in. I'm always playing games that came before, like years before, because I'm always like catching up. Also, like I have like a backlog and I never get around to enough games, so like I'm never playing modern games. Like Crash Bandicoot 4 and I guess that came out in 2020, but was there a game I bought in 2021? There might have been some indie game that came out this year, but I didn't know. Oh, Raji and Ancient Epic, which is an indie title, which apparently won a Game of the Year award, I think, or some kind of a game awards award. I played that. That came out this year. I didn't know it came out this year. Um, so there's probably been some indie games I played that came out last year, 2021, that I had no idea because you can never really tell with a fucking indie game sometimes, or most of the time. Um, but like I almost like never am buying or playing AAA games that came out in the same year. Maybe because I don't want to keep. I mean, it's fucking expensive, man. And two, just because I have other games that came out or that I've been holding on to that I haven't gotten around to. So, uh, woe was me, I guess. Um, yeah, I mean, also like I get it, like why, especially as like a small YouTuber, or really any YouTuber, why you would want to keep, stay on the trends and play the latest games. Oh, shit, hold on, hold that fucking thought. I don't like this part at all. I've died a lot of times at this part because these mantines, the mantines that are in this area are a lot harder to take care of and kill than before. So, um, yeah, okay, cool. I want to get through this part real quick first. Okay, cool. Oh, then we got the fucking Golden Girls hanging out here. And yes, I realize that that's a topical reference. Oh my gosh, they're so strong. They're so strong. Oh my gosh, they're so strong. Oh my god, they're so strong. Oh wait, I need to use a soul arrow for these guys. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my gosh, they're so strong though. They're so strong. Oh! Oh! I thought I was dead. I was not dead. Oh! Oh no. Come on. Oh! Come on. Please. Please. Yes, okay, that's one. Oh, really? You gonna put the fucking guard up right at the... Oh! 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 Got him! All right. I'm too good for you. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good. Okay, put that back on. Because motherfuckers could be shooting shit at me, and I don't want that. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Ooh. Oh, man, that was close. Oh, close. See, when you're a pro gamer like me, these things don't stress you out. You just kind of just shrug it off. But not everyone gets to be a pro gamer. I know it's a rough burden to bear. It's a rough burden to have. But you know what? I handle it the best I can. Oh no. Okay, how am I supposed to get past you? Oh, I do nothing. I do nothing to him. I'm just gonna get out of here. Because... Oh, come on. There we go. I knew you were there the whole time. Oh, son of a bitch got me. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So, what are we? 2 hours in? Yeah, I got to stop this. Because then I can't put it on the Discord because it'd be too long. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it here. I'm sorry for Common Goblin Gablin and Prague that came in a little towards the end of the stream here. Um, but yeah, so next time we're gonna continue on. Hopefully get through 4-2 here without dying. Hopefully, and beat the boss. The boss of this level is actually he's pretty tough because he's a literal. He will fight you. He's a melee guy. He's strong. He's bulky. He's a problem. But he is blind, I believe. So maybe you can exploit that. Um, so yeah, that's what we'll do next time, and then we'll probably end up if I don't die enough times, then I can beat this guy because you got to make it all the way to him and not die, and it's a long way, and it's gonna be tough. If you can make it all the way there, if we're by you, I mean me, um, and we beat the boss, we'll most likely also beat the other boss, the end world boss of the World 4 stages, because that thing fucking is easy because he just has a bunch of fucking storm catchers and you just beat them. As long as you don't die from them, you pretty much just have to you just kind of just, I mean, I don't know if, I wouldn't even call it cheesing. I don't know the way to do it. You have to just shoot your magic at it, and he's super weak to magic, so he goes down pretty quick. So we'll probably, if we beat 4-2, we'll beat 4-3 in the same episode, more than likely, as long as 4-2 doesn't take too long. And then maybe we'll start at the 4-5. Like, again, it all depends on how long 4-2 takes, this current one takes. We'll have to see. But yeah, it's good to see that we're making progress. We're moving on in the world, just doing good things over here. It's great. Sorry if anyone's watching this after the fact and you didn't like what I had to say about Resident Evil 8. Sucks to suck, I guess. I mean, hey, you have your opinion, I have mine. It is what it is. You don't probably like the same shit that I like, and that's fine, you know. But yeah, so if you didn't like any of that, sorry, didn't mean to trigger you. But or if you like what I had to say about Crash 4, that sucks. But that comes from a place of love. That comes from love. Whereas Resident Evil 8 just comes from just not liking it. But yeah, man. So thank you very much to Drew Gamer for sticking around pretty much the whole time and chatting me up. I appreciate it. I love it. Thank you, Common Goblin. I'm pretty sure that's probably Dr. G, the home girl. Thank you for showing up. Prague, thank you also for showing up as well. I appreciate it. And also the Parks, if you're still lurking out there, thank you, along with Jet, for being doing your admin duties as you do. Appreciate you guys. I don't know when I will stream again. It will be sometime this week. I just don't know when. Since I'm no longer on break from work or anything, I'm not going to be streaming every day. Maybe it'll probably be Friday, since it's Friday. And I will be streaming over the weekend though, for sure. this, most likely this, because there's no way I'm gonna be done with this by the weekend. No, not even close. So yeah, again, so I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a whole great night or a day, morning, whatever the fuck time it is over for you, Drew. Whatever time it is over there. Good morning. I don't know. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again for showing up and saying hi, and I will see you next time. Bye.